Hey guys, so today I kind of just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys kind of about what's been going on in my life since the whole coronavirus situation has broke out. But I guess first I kind of just want to have a little bit of a disclaimer. I'm going to be talking about the things that I've been going through since everything has come out, and I understand that everyone's struggles are different. So I understand that my struggles might be, very minuscule in comparison to someone else's, and I understand that, people may be going through a lot worse, but of course, whatever I'm going through doesn't not make their struggles valid, and my struggles are valid as well in all of this. So I guess I kind of just wanted to mention that, since I know a lot of the times people will comment and be like, oh, you don't have it bad at all and stuff like that, and I understand that people may be going through a lot worse than I am, and I completely understand that, and their struggles, like I said, are valid, but so are mine. Everyone goes through their own things. So just because mine may not be as severe or serious as someone else's, it doesn't mean that mine are not valid as well. So I kind of just wanted to go through that. Secondly, this is like a hint for next video, so just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. A major hint. Anywho. Comment down below what you think next video will be, since this is the hint. The coronavirus, we knew about it the beginning of this year, and we knew that it was bad in other countries, but we didn't really have any cases in America. I believe there was nothing crazy going on, and my birthday trip was planned in March. My birthday is in March, so we were planning on going to Amsterdam. We planned this trip in January. And like I said, this was right when stuff was coming out about Asia having the coronavirus and it really being strong in China, but it wasn't anything really to be concerned with yet here. So we booked our trip, didn't think anything of it. I have a whole video about Amsterdam and leaving Amsterdam and everything like that and what happened, but just like a quick little rundown if you haven't seen that video. Things started to get a lot worse everywhere while we were in Europe, in Amsterdam. Being in Europe and being in Amsterdam, you would not have known anything was going on. No one was freaking out. Nothing was abnormal. Everyone was going about their lives. No one was wearing masks or gloves or looking paranoid, and there was no shortage of food anywhere. There was no shortage of anything. So if you didn't know what was going on, you would think, oh, everything's fine. Everything's okay. People were on the subway. People were on the metro, the trains, everything like that. Nothing was abnormal. We got a call during our trip that we needed to come home immediately. Trump was basically closing down he was banning travel from Europe. So we immediately came home, and I think once we got home, there was about 3 or 4 days until things really started to get bad here. So in that span of time, it was my birthday, my actual day of birth on Sunday. So on Sunday, everything was fine. Everyone went downtown, for my birthday. Everything was totally normal. And then on Monday, that was when I noticed that everyone was leaving my apartment complex where I go to school, which at this point, I kind of don't live there anymore, so it doesn't really matter. But Orlando, I never really talk about Orlando or anything like that because I never like to talk about where I live. I know most people already know that I did live in Orlando, but at this point, I don't really live there anymore, so I guess I can say Orlando. But I was in Orlando and no one was there anymore. All of my friends had left. So I was like, well, I guess I should go home. I really wasn't gonna go home until about, the end of the week. I just wasn't going to, but I was like, all right. And I believe they had already come out, the school was closed for 2 weeks. They had said school was going to be closed 2 weeks after spring break, which was fine. I was like, 2 weeks, cool, 2 weeks extra break. I'll go home, see all my friends back home, and things, it'll be fine. I had left Orlando that Monday. So my birthday was on Sunday. I had left that Monday. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna pack my car up and go home. And I came home and I started noticing how crazy things were at home. Grocery stores were completely empty. You couldn't get toilet paper anywhere, which to me is still so weird. Couldn't get toilet paper anywhere. Eggs, chicken, anything that was essential, you could not find anywhere, which I thought was crazy. And I was like, okay, maybe this is a lot more serious than, I thought. 2 or 3 days of me being home, not even, maybe 2 days of me being home, that was when everything started to shut down. So every single bar was shut down. Anything where more than 10 people could congregate was basically shut down. Every beach was shut down. You couldn't get to a beach. you couldn't really go anywhere. Everything was very slowly closing. The restaurants were still open, but it was mainly just for takeout. You couldn't really sit in the restaurants and stuff like that. And that was pretty much like the first couple of days that I was home. So this was my senior semester. Of course, last semester I was in my senior year as well, but everyone kind of counts that last semester as like your senior year, because that's really that's it, like that's your last semester. We got the email slowly, like it was very slowly, things were coming in one by one, things were starting to get canceled. So it started with Mom's Weekend for my sorority. And then the next thing I want to say was formal. And then the next thing after that was like some other event that we had. And it was slowly, everything was being canceled until school finally came out and basically said, we are done for the rest of the semester. So the entire semester was now going to be done remotely online. Everything that you were going to be doing was going to be from home. You basically were not allowed to step on campus again. Like they were advising the students who lived on campus to leave if they could, and that basically the entire campus was going to be shut down. There were going to be no faculty members on campus, because originally they were saying that the faculty members would still be working, you know, if you needed something, but now they were all going to be working from home, and the campus was completely shut down the rest of the semester. So of course, being a senior, you start thinking, well, what's going to happen with graduation? I personally was graduating on May 2nd. I was like, if it's shutting down the whole rest of the semester, how is this going to, you know, work? And we were waiting on an email from that. We knew it was going to be coming soon. We knew that we were going to be getting an update of what was happening. I had just ordered my cap and gown on March 13th, or no, like March 7th. The orders had to be in by March 13th. So had already ordered my cap and gown, had already ordered my Zeta, like, you know, my sorority sash that I wear with my cap and gown. And basically we got an email saying that they don't know what they're going to do with graduation. It is either canceled or postponed to a later date. That's all the information we still have as of right now. As of right now, there is no graduation. I assume they're going to postpone it to a later date or just like create a new date for us. But it's really hard because as of right now, we don't know when this is going to be over, of course. We don't know if this is going to be over in a month, in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, in 2 months. We don't know when exactly this is going to be better for people to come together and actually be in large groups like that. So that's why I think they haven't really given a later date at this point. I had heard rumors that they were going to have it in December, like with the winter, like with the fall graduates. But it's just hard because like I have no idea where I'm going to be in December. I have no idea where I'm going to be living, where I'm going to be moved to and living and have a job. Like what if I can't make it? So in my head, as of right now, I have kind of just come to terms with the fact that I'm not having a graduation. I won't be walking across the stage. I won't be taking my diploma from, you know, the president. And of course that's really hard. I think especially it's hard for me because I was always the type where I wanted to just go out to LA and start my career and do online school and just do that. Like that was what I wanted to do from the get-go. And so of course you you actually do the 4 years, you complete the 4 years. And at this point I really could have just done online school and it would have been the same outcome. I would have just gotten my diploma in the mail. It's literally the same thing. I could have done online and had the same outcome. So it's hard. If I would have had it my way, I probably would have graduated high school, gone out to LA, started doing things, done online school, and that be that. So it's kind of hard to understand that I really did do the 4 years and now I won't even have a graduation. Of course, that sucks. I think for me, what was the hardest was, and I actually talk about this on this radio show that I'm on every Thursday morning. If you guys don't know, I am on XL 106.7 every single Thursday morning. If you have the iHeartRadio app, you can listen live. I normally go on around 8:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. So that would be really early if you're on like the West Coast. That'd be like 5:30 in the morning. But if you can listen at 8:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, then definitely download the iHeartRadio app. It's just XL 106.7, Johnny's House. Like I said, I'm normally on around 8:30, and I talk about a lot of this kind of stuff. Last week, I did talk a lot about, you know, how everything is canceled, and maybe I'll add a little clip in right now from that.
Everything is canceled. Absolutely everything, from graduation to every single sorority event that I had left over from my senior semester. Just absolutely everything is done.
How do you feel? I mean, you've You've been in college, you've been working up to this moment, your senior year.
Leading up to this semester, that I was going to have my last formal for my sorority. I was going to have my last, time going into my sorority house. I was going to have all those last moments, but I didn't know that my last had already happened.
Oh.
Wow.
But as you can see, I kind of talk about the fact that I knew that in these upcoming months, it was going to be my last time going downtown Orlando, my last time going to happy hour with my friends in Orlando, my last time eating meal plan at my sorority house, my last time being in my sorority house, the last time, my last formal, all of these things I knew were approaching, and I was really excited. I was excited to have those last things, but I really had obviously no idea that those last times had already happened. I know right now me and my friends are trying to plan a time to go back to Orlando to, have one last hoorah, but like I said, it's hard because we don't know when this is going to be over, so we can't really plan anything until things start to reopen and kind of go back to normal a little bit, which I really don't know how long that's going to be. I've heard May 30th, I've heard in 2 weeks, I've heard not until August. I don't know. If I really had to think, I would hope by the end of April things would get back to normal, but I really am not sure. There's just so many different things that I keep on hearing, and the more that I talk about, this whole situation with different people, I feel like it almost is worse than talking about politics. Like when you start talking about different things about the virus and stuff like that, people get so heated about the topic that it's almost like you're talking about politics, and that's not what it is. Like this has nothing to do with politics. It doesn't matter in any way, shape, or form. This is literally just what we're going through right now, but people have very strong opinions about this situation, and it's absolutely crazy to me. But back to what I was saying, it's really hard. I have my formal dress. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, if I'm going to keep it for something else. I don't know what else I would need like a formal dress for, but I do already have that. My heart really does go out to those who are seniors in high school, because although I'm a senior in college and that sucks as well, and losing out on certain things is awful, when you're a senior in high school, you don't know like what it's like to go to a new school and leave your friends and all that kind of stuff. I feel like in college you're more prepared for that because you already did it in high school. But in high school, this is like your entire life. Like you're graduating high school, your prom, that last senior week that you have is so awesome and amazing. I would literally do anything to go back to my senior year to go through those things again, because I absolutely loved them more than anything. So my heart really does go out to the seniors in high school who missed out on all of that and will, never really be able to experience that again, because it was such an amazing time. And I know anyone who's older can agree that that's awful. Also, athletes who didn't get to have their senior, what's it called? Like season? Oh, there we go, season. Sorry, never played sports. Athletes who didn't get to have their senior season and really get to play the last time and be able to showcase, especially if you're in high school, like I was saying, be able to showcase what you did your senior season to get into college, that just also breaks my heart. It's absolutely awful. And even seniors in college, going into the real world now, maybe you're going into the major leagues or whatever, not being able to have your senior semester to take in, it just is awful. And I know everyone is going through their own thing right now, whether you're a full adult and you're out of high school and college and you may have lost your job or whatever the case may be. I know it's extremely difficult right now for everyone. And I've had my time to, think about the fact that I am really done with college at this point, which is absolutely crazy. I knew, like I said, I knew it was coming. I knew I was going to be done with college, but it's just crazy to think that I may never see a lot of the people that I was close with for either a very long time or ever again. And I know it sounds very dramatic, but it's like, I know a lot of these girls and people because of college. Like, I know them because I live 5 minutes away from them. I know them because they were in my class. I know them because they're in my sorority. And even though I might not be super close to them, like there's still someone that I know very well, but I wouldn't plan on flying across the country to go see them again, if that makes any sense. So I know that I'll see my closest friends again. And I know we're already planning on seeing each other once this whole thing dies down. But for me, all I want is for things eventually, whether that be in 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 months, whatever the case may be, I just really want one last like week or 2 weeks to be able to go back to Orlando, have things be open, have people, you know, from school and stuff go back up there, and have, like I said, just like one last happy hour, one last downtown evening, you know, just one last all that stuff. I want to go see my sorority house again. Like, it's so weird that I won't like go in there ever again. My eyes are getting watery. I knew one day it'd be my time to cry on YouTube. Here we are. I don't know, it's hard. And I've definitely had time to process. I've had time to process it. When I first found everything out, I cried for like literally hours, and you know, it's hard to process all of it, but I know that this will pass. Everything passes. I know that things will go back to normal, and things, you know, will look up, and everyone will go on to their normal, happy lives, and things will, you know, get better. As of right now, we just don't know when that is. But I think this has also kind of made people appreciate things in life that they never would appreciate. I never thought that I was gonna appreciate walking out of my house and driving to the mall. I really never thought that I was gonna appreciate that, or appreciate going downtown in Orlando. Like, little things like that are like, I miss so much. Doing like the littlest and the simplest things. I miss going to dinner out, you know, like, what are you doing? Bean. Okay, you know what? I guess kind of just to wrap this whole video up, I feel like I've been talking for like 10 years. Whenever I just sit here and talk, I feel like I never stop. I really hope you guys are all safe and healthy and are doing okay. Comment down below, you know, maybe a positive message for someone who's going through something right now. And even aside from the virus, people can be going through normal life things right now. Like, normal life is still continuing even though this is happening. So people could still be going through other things aside from this. So maybe just leave like a positive message down below for someone. Definitely comment down below what you guys want to see me do, because I obviously am home. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. I am staying at home, which I think everyone should do. I know at first I was kind of confused about the whole stay-at-home situation and the isolating and the social distancing, but the more I really looked into it, and the more once I saw the flattening the curve situation, I think I read like an article on it, and I really understood what it meant and how important it was for us to flatten this curve if we want this to get better fast. That was kind of when I decided, okay, I'm not leaving my house. I haven't left my house in probably like almost 2 weeks at this point, but I went like once or twice to the grocery store, of course. But other than that, I have not gone anywhere. I've not seen anyone. I've just been in this home. I'm thinking about doing a like day in my life quarantine edition. I don't know if you guys want to see that, but definitely comment down below what you want to see, because I'm going to be filming a lot of videos for you guys. I'm going to be doing a lot more live streams and just sitting and talking with you guys. I know a lot of people have been doing Instagram lives, but of course I like to come on here more because this is where like most of you guys are for me. But comment down below and please let me know what you want to see, because I would love to do whatever ideas that you guys have. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and of course subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss anything during this time. I know most of us are home doing nothing, so if you want to binge watch my videos, please feel free. If you want to just subscribe and stay tuned for all the craziness, and make sure to turn on post notifications so you don't miss anything, because I will be posting videos on random days. I posted one on Monday. I'm probably going to post one on like Friday or Saturday, so just try to stay tuned because there's really no schedule right now. I'm just trying to get a lot of content up for you guys, because I know a lot of you are just home, and there is school, of course, but there's no like school, so you guys are home all day long like me. I'm trying to finish all my work ahead of time so that way I don't have, you know, to procrastinate. But I really just wanted to share this video to kind of share what has been going on in my life since all of this has been happening, and kind of also just try to shed like a positive light on everything that's going on, and whatever you're going through, you will get through it, and we will all get through this, and things will get better, hopefully sooner rather than later. But I am here for you guys if you guys are going through anything. My Instagram DMs are always open. You could always shoot me over an Instagram DM. My Instagram is just at Nikki Cortland. But I love you guys. Thank you for letting me come on here and vent literally all the time. The amount of times that I just sit here and vent to you guys is absolutely crazy. I feel like you guys are borderline like therapists for me. I just sit here and talk about what's going on. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I hope you guys are all healthy and safe, and continue to wash your hands, continue to stay home. We will get through this together. Not physically together, but together. We will get through this together. And I will see you guys later this week with a brand new video. I love you guys. Bye.